Hi, my name is Bethany Cassidy, and I wanted to show you how you could consider using Hinge questions with show me tasks as well for this particular example, which would be second grade. Okay, so when you go into the ARC, the layout I'm sure is going to look very similar to next year. But when you go into math, these really helpful planning documents, the vertical alignment master list, the priority standards master list, and the at a glance document are really, really helpful for your planning. One in particular we're going to talk about is the priority standards. So when you go into that one and you click it and pop it out, you'll see your priority standards. Well, all standards are important, of course, for your unit, and we need to teach those that are addressed in each unit. Looking at the priority standards can kind of just give us a hyper focus when we're doing some backwards planning and look to see what do we want to make sure that we really, really intentionally plan for and hyper focus for our assessments. Okay, so one particular TEK for this first unit is 2.2a, and second grade teachers will know how important this one is, and it's using concrete and pictorial models to compose and decompose numbers up to 1,200 in more than one way as a sum of so many thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. All right, so let's kind of keep that in our mind as we look at the unit plan. And I just did a quick little search to find 2.2a, and as you would guess, it's all over the place. So at the beginning of the unit, a few days in, you'll notice that there is one particular lesson where we start to have some choice days. And one particular day where we start to have these choice days. And one particular lesson that it suggests is activity 1-12, patterns on the 100 chart, 0 to 99 chart. And so when we're looking at that, since they have had so much exposure with that TEK already leading up to this day, this could be a day that you would consider doing a Hinge question and a show me task together. Again, please know that you can put it into any lesson where you need that data point and it makes most sense for your students. This is just one way to consider doing it. So this follows the Kathy Richardson in book 3. And let's just imagine that you had built this 99, 0 to 99 chart with your students, and it could look something like this. Of course, you would have this on an anchor chart, and this would have been built with your students. As you read through the lesson, you'll realize that what they're doing is they're using groups of 10, and they're adding one more, plus one more, to build up each individual number as they go through the chart. So you could ask questions such as, find 42. What would be one more? So that could be a great Hinge question. And how do you know that that number would be 42? You could also, the lesson prompts you to say, you might cover up a particular number, let's say 56, and you might ask them, what is the number I'm covering up? And then probe them further by asking, how do you know? That could give you some insight into their thinking. Another way that you could do this independently, and the lesson kind of extends to another activity, is for that show me task. And so what you could say is something like, show me 4 more than 93. And so they could use their counters and their groups of 10 to show you that value using expanded notation in those models to build out that number and then show you the representation on their 0 to 99 chart. So that's one way that you could consider doing that. All right, I hope that was helpful for you to see how you could use and assess that priority standard, but again, use it for any standard that you feel like you need that data point on for your students. And thank you very much. All right, bye-bye.